Hello and welcome to BeamNG.drive. Today I'm taking a look at Agents Simplified Realistic Traffic mod and SimpleNG. These two mods can work together, but the most important one you must have is the traffic mod. To enable it you have to press the open square bracket key on your keyboard, but it depends on the layout. For example, on my keyboard I have to press the question mark. You can however change it if you go into Options, Controls, and the general debug section. You will find the voice toggle agent traffic tool. As you can see, it still says square bracket, but I have to press the question mark. Once I open the window, you can see this small window you can move around where you prefer. There are some options. In traffic group, there is the SimpleNG part that adds a pool of different vehicles. You can see here there are all the pools of vehicles this mod can choose from, and I will be on that later. There are also lore-friendly, it means base game vehicles, very simplified base game vehicles from the EU and the US. As you can see we have generic traffic, post-1980, realistic, rural, you can choose. There is also the option to create your own pool. You have to read the instructions on the thread of the mod that I will link in the description. But anyway, since we are in Italy, I already chose a vehicle from this pool because all these vehicles are drivable. And let's take, where is it? EU, Lord Friendly, no, I want Simple Traffic Realistic. And in this case, I'm using the SimpleNG. Sorry, I don't want the SimpleNG, I want them later. I want Agent Traffic EU, sorry, I want this one. The advantage of this mod is that it is extremely lighter compared to the base game traffic vehicles. So even lower end PCs can have a bit more vehicles running around. For example, on my PC I like to go 10 parked vehicles, and I prefer a bit more of moving vehicles. You can also include large vehicles, there aren't many of them, but you can still do it. There are options for the license plates. It is very interesting, and also depending on the map. So we are in Italy, I'm going to use modern plate design. And then we can have also the aggression, the dangerous driving from the AI. And since we are in Italy, I want to feel at home, so I want them a bit dangerous. And now, when you click spawn traffic, it will take some time to load all the vehicles, so we will be back in a minute. And now the vehicles are spawned, the traffic is starting. I have 18 vehicles running, 10 vehicles parked, and a pool of 15 cars. Now, I left the pool low, because at the moment it doesn't matter too much, but I want to show that with 28 vehicles technically spawned at the same time, my PC is, there's already been a crash, my PC is working fine, and you know that my PC is not the best, it's on the lower mid end of the possibilities of a PC, and it is nice. I really like to have a lot of cars driving around, but even with simple traffic I can't, because it adds a lot of struggle, of load on the PC, and it can't work. Also, I'm on the Italy map, which is a very big one, so it's nice, it's nice. And I have to say, these AIs drive better than the base game ones. I had a lot of fun testing this mod. I found myself driving for more than an hour, just driving around the map. I really love it. It's very nice. Now, the SimpleNG mod adds pools of vehicle for the mod, for the selection. And the difference is that those vehicles are indestructible. They're a solid vehicle, solid piece, and it is weird on Beam to have a solid vehicle. Also, the selection of those cars is extremely wide. It's... I don't know how they chose those vehicles, they are very interesting. There are some very nice selections. But if you choose the pools from the base mod, from the agents mod, and for example this is one, they are more sensible, more city-looking pool of vehicles. Now, I chose a vehicle of the pool to drive because I want to be immersed in the simulation. I'm in Italy with some reckless AI in theory, and these vehicles are a bit more destructible compared to the simple NG mod. So now let's go and do a crazy overtake where there is a solid line and do a head-on collision with a Golf. And as you can see, there is some damage on both vehicles, but the detail of the car underneath the body is non-existent. Let's go on the free camera and let's take a look at the front. As you can see, absolutely empty on both vehicles, nothing. On the inside there is a vague shape of the interior, so you can't even open doors. Okay, stop honking. And you can't even change the camera, so they are extremely simple and though extremely light. The lights work, however. I will show. As you can see, lights work, indicators work. There are some cars that have minor issues with the lights. For example, there is a model that doesn't have a working right indicator, but the left works. So it is what it is, but it doesn't matter because most of these cars are just traffic, so you don't even see indicators. But it is nice because it resembles a bit more of the reality, I must say, because driving in Italy, in the Italy map, I see a lot of resemblance to the Italian roads with all these cars, and it is nice. It's a nice drive. You are here around, and also the AI, as I said, it is quite fast. Of course, I pumped up the risk factor quite a lot, but as you can see, I'm doing 70 kilometers per hour, and it is nice. Also, even if you slightly touch them, they don't stop. When I can touch this Corolla, oh, I send it onto wheels, but it didn't stop, so they keep driving. Unless you smash them, they keep driving, which is nice. I really like it. You can still, if you want, do the exchange insurance information, but that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to drive crazy on the Italian roads, just like an average Italian driver. Because, oh yeah, that's a thing that can happen quite often, actually. And I have to say that driving around quite a lot, I noticed many behaviors of the AI that I saw driving around. So it is very well done. If it was intentional, congratulations. If it wasn't, that's a good result nonetheless. Anyway, you can see sometimes there are head-on collisions in intersections. I think the fault is of the BeamNG driver because the poor leaf is on his side of the road and I rear-ended a Ducato camper. Sorry, bye. And it is nice. Of course, if you have pulled more vehicles, it is a bit heavier on the CPU. Not by that much. It may take a bit more to load all this stuff. But after you started, it doesn't have any particular issues. Maybe the performance drops a little bit more, but not by that much. Anyway, let's do a final crash because I want to do it. Let's cause some mayhem on the highway. A Peugeot driver. As Jeremy Clarkson say, maniac. Okay, I can't reach them. And a detail of the vehicles for the agents mod is that they are all similar in weight and power to weight ratio. So it changes mainly the aesthetic of the vehicle. Now I want to overtake and cause some crashes, but okay, Fox, bye. And Hyundai, bye bye as well. No, it blocked me. Okay, anyway, I can't chase them because I am too slow. But as you can see, once again, the damage is almost non-existent. You have some deformation and shattering of the texture of the windows, but it's not even comparable to the traffic vehicles of the base game. Okay, now they are stopped. Very nice, as you can see. Some damage. Ooh, now it stopped. It's doing a U-turn on the highway. That's not safe, man. Be careful. There are crazy people up there. But anyway, this was a quick run around the Italy map with the pool of European vehicles. And if we go in the vehicle selector, at the bottom we have the other section with three possible categories. We have the Agent Traffic EU Standard 1, EU Standard 2, and Japanese Standard 1. If we go inside, we have 55 vehicles to choose from the pool. These vehicles, if you have a wide enough pool, can appear all at once. Of course, I chose 15, so just a part of this. And you can drive all of these vehicles. They are basically all the same in driving. I was driving the Scenic, it is yes, Scenic, probably. It will be the same as this BMW X1. So it only changes the looks. But since this is a mod for traffic, it doesn't matter that much. I really love that you can drive all these cars. It's nice if you want to just drive, maybe you want to practice your driving skills, it's perfect. The only problem is that you don't have the internal, the driver camera. If we go on the other pool, we can see other vehicles as well. This is more an Italian pool. All this 600, the Y, I don't like the Chrysler because it is a Lancia, but you have also the Lancia version, the Scenic that I was using, the Talbot Express. Okay, no, yeah, there is also the Fiat Ducato, the Corolla, it's a very popular car here, also the Kadjar. These buses, never saw them. They have the same power and the same handling as the vehicles, they are just longer, so that's why they are. This is a very simple traffic. Also the Fiat Panda, a very terrible car that is everywhere in Italy. You will see this at every moment in your life. But it's lovely because you have a realistic traffic in your city map. Also there is the Japanese version that it is very interesting. I don't know anything about these vehicles, but there are very interesting options for a lot of key cars. There is also a key car camper, it looks like. Trash collectors. There is also, remember, vans, taxis. Interesting, very interesting. Also the Jimny. We have Jimneys as well. I don't know why there aren't in the European one as well, but it is a very interesting pool. If we go back to the vehicle selector and this time we go to the top, we can see a lot of vehicles with this stripe on the left of the thumbnail. These vehicles are the vehicles that come with the SimpleNG mod. So you can choose also a pool of this vehicle. You can drive these vehicles as well, but you see the absolutely wideness of this selection. We have a 1913 Peugeot, we have a 1978 vehicles, Lancia Beta Monte Carlo, we have a double-decker bus, we have a K car, we have American family cars, we have trucks, we have a Ducato again, we have modern vehicles, Xiaomi SU, it should be electric, the iconic Yaris, the MRS, MR2. So there are the TVR Tuscan, it's a very nice touch. However, in this SimpleNG mod, there are it's absolutely weird. It doesn't make a lot of sense. So when you use this pool, the vehicles are a more unusual sight. These vehicles are indestructible, and I will show them in a moment. But as you can see, you have a lot of vehicles to choose from, and you can drive all of these. So all these vehicles are drivable. And now I'm on West Coast USA. I have 16 cars running, 9 pool parked vehicles, and a pool of 32 vehicles from the SimpleNG selection. Now, the difference between this and the Agents mod is that these vehicles are indestructible. I will demonstrate it easily. Bonk. I smashed my Lancia Beta Monte Carlo on a Fiat Ducato. Absolutely no damage. Not even on the icons on the bottom of the screen. So these vehicles are indestructible. As you can see, they deform a bit under a big crash, but they fix themselves pretty quickly. So it's the difference between these. Also, the second difference is that these vehicles have different statistics. As you can see, this Lancia has a weight of 1 ton and a power to weight ratio of 1.2. sorry, 0.112. And here, smashing all these vehicles around, no problems whatsoever. The only thing that these vehicles are, this pool of vehicles is weirdo, is that they don't fit into standard city traffic in any nation. They are absolutely weird. A weird selection of vehicles, interesting selection nonetheless, but incredibly weird. For example, a Fiesta is nice, you can find it everywhere, but this vehicle you can't. Also a Neon, and a Sean, and a Yaris, and a K-Car, and a Lexus. There is no chance they will be on the same country at the same moment. And also, if I go and change a vehicle, you will also see. Let's use the Seville, because I really like these kind of vehicles. You can also change color, so let's get it in red. You can see it has more horsepower, more weight. So it is... They have differences. Whoa! And as you can see, the underside of vehicles is completely flat. Okay, that was a very nice crash. And these vehicles also have a somewhat of an interior camera. You are all black inside, but you can use it if you want to practice your driving. This is better. Anyway, these vehicles are all drivable, as I said. All these vehicles you can see, you can choose them to drive. They don't offer, however, too much fun if you have a passion for crashing. I really love crashing vehicles in this game. It's the main reason I bought it back in the day. So these vehicles are very nice. They are perfect for traffic. They drive decent. And can't complain about the driving capabilities of these cars. But you can't damage them, so it loses a bit of realism for this game. It looks like it is the traffic for Euro Truck Simulator, where you can get damage on your truck if you hit them, but they don't get scratched and damaged. Anyway, I was saying I'm going to crash this Cadillac, but I can't because you will see right now no damage will be done. You can see, perfect. Ouch. And this was necessary, Sab? Okay. So these vehicles were from a selection from the SimpleNG part, and now let's go and do some funny things on the highway. And now I'm putting my PC under a very heavy load because I have 28 vehicles running around. I am on a ram plow truck and on the highway of West Coast USA. Can I chase these vehicles around and flip them? If I can't, I will go on the wrong way, on the highway, to deal some damage. And I'm using the pre-1980 vehicles on the SimpleNG mod, SimpleNG pool. Okay, it seems like I'm reaching them with my laggy truck. Okay, let's see. These vehicles shouldn't take any kind of damage, so problems. Okay, okay, game, please. Okay, perfect. That's not how I planned it. Okay, let's do a wrong way drive on the highway. Let's see if I can do better. And this is probably the limitation of the unbreakable vehicles. If they get it with such a force, they can have some problems. Let's see if we go from the front, how they will do. Okay, it seems... okay. They get it too hard and they despawn the truck, seems like. Or they spawn themselves. Okay, let's try again. Yeah, okay, it's not doable. Let's do a quick pool change and see how it goes. Let's see if the traffic vehicles from the agents mod work better and don't despawn and don't cause instability. Let's already start on the wrong way because it's better. I can chase them better. Oh, a Lancia Y. Okay, okay, these are better. So the indestructible vehicles are very unstable if you hit them with such a force, but with these that do deformate a little bit, it's better. Oh, can I load it? Nah, shame. Oh, a transit. Oh, they are also very avoiding of me. Oh, nice. They have some intelligence, which, okay, that it didn't have any intelligence. Bye bye Fiesta. Ooh, off the bridge. Yes. Peugeot, bye. Mini, ooh, the counterman with such an evasive maneuver. The spark is impaled. Sorry, I can see. Okay. Oh, oof. Okay. That was a very big crash. Okay, let's see the Mercedes. Bye bye. Oh, I loaded the bumper. The Ducato. Oh, I hate that camper. Die in a fire. Little spark again. Oof, nice. So if you want to destroy... No! They got my pressure tank. I don't like it. But if you want to do some chaos with traffic, use the agents selection, not the simple NG. The simple NG is just more aesthetical. So they offer different purposes. They have different purposes, but they are good at being traffic. I really like it because, let's be honest, if you see a truck running towards you, it's not live, you will think that it's a simulation. But anyway, I really like these vehicles. The only thing you can do basically is using them as traffic or as practice, because this is a very good vehicle, a very good game, sorry, to practice your driving. If you have a steering wheel, it is nice. I really like to do it. Sometimes I do set up my wheel and drive around without destination. And now, before ending this video, because I'm not doing a descent part, because these vehicles don't offer too much to look at, let's do a second passage on the highway on the wrong way. Destroy some vehicles, have some fun. Let's see if I can load at least one in the bed of my truck, but it seems like I'm not able to do it. Okay, no, the Corolla, nothing. Please despawn from the ramp, because I need to hit other vehicles. Oh, little C1, nice. Okay, bye bye. Kadjar, oof, flipping. A Mini, nice. Nah, shame. That's a shame. These vehicles crashed between themselves. So it is nice. And if you think about this doing, this with 28 base game vehicles, even if they are from the traffic section, I think your PC could explode. But here, 28 vehicles, a Ram truck, I'm having a little bit of a lower frame rate, that's of course obvious, but I'm not having dramatic issues. I can still drive around, destroy all these cars without problems, and it's lovely. I really love these mods. I suggest you go and download them yourselves. And now, let's see, we are already at the toll booth, so we are almost at the end of our killing spree, because all these drivers are probably dead. Maybe not this one, he got lucky. Let's kill some more vehicles, nice. Oof, no, oh, the only one that flew over me was too far. Anyway, let's kill this one last, perfect, oof. And the toll booth killed me. Anyway, I have one last thing to do, and let's go and do it right away. The last thing with this mod that I want to show is spawning a simple NG pool with all the vehicles. You have a chance of having a certain car, or better, a certain truck with a specific purpose that is probably the best vehicle of the whole selection. And let's see if I'm lucky to get it in a reasonable time. On the highway I have a fast vehicle, so they should despawn faster. Okay, oh, I see it, Ducato, go away. Let's go! Oh, over the signs as well. Nice. And it is a car transporter that has the ramp that goes through all the... it has a very long hitbox, so let's respawn my SBR. Okay, let's wait for it to come to me, because I want to show you the hitbox of the truck, because the first time I saw it, I didn't even try with the hitbox. I just jumped with him. Okay, let's go closer. You can see the... thank you. The hitbox of the truck is longer than the truck, so you can have this reasonable climb on said ramp. and it is fantastic. I think it is a thing we need in this game. So you can do things like such as action movies and stuff like that, crazy stunts as well. Ooh, okay, that was too much ambitious by me. And also the nice thing is that even if you start climbing them, they don't stop like the game AI. So I can even try and climb and park myself. So let's try. Okay, perfect. Brake and brake. Oh no, I went in reverse. But you can see it doesn't stop. It doesn't want... Oh, accelerate please. I stole the vehicle. That was my fault, sorry. There is... Okay. So someone almost stopped. Okay, let's climb. Okay, nice. Parking brake and perfect. So, okay, let's turn it off. So the braking lights stop working. This is fantastic. I really like it. So now I'm getting transported around by the AI, and I think that's all for this video. I will put the link of all these mods in the description because they are only on the forum. Or better, the agents mod is on the forum. The SimpleNG is on a third-party website. It also has a YouTube channel, so you can go and check on the YouTube channel. Probably it is the development of the vehicles and the mod itself. But yeah, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Wait, can I jump over the Ducato? No! Oh. Shame.